concurrence in Assembly Bill 321. Senator from the 7th.
Thank you, Mr. President. This bill is, as much as we appreciate the effort to try and tackle literacy in the state of Wisconsin, I do believe that this bill unfortunately falls drastically short. I do appreciate that the main legislator who's been pushing this was open to enough change to prevent the automatic retention of students who are not up to getting the reading levels that they are hoping for, because as much as there's people repeating about the science of reading, there is also the science of retention and what that does to a student's performance throughout their academic career. So I appreciate that. At the same time, there was a lot of other concerns that were brought up throughout this bill, and I get, the clock is ticking. There's a lot of people who want to try and get bills passed before summer hits and people leave the building, but this one does not hit that mark yet, and so I encourage my colleagues to vote no on this. We reached out to all 421 school districts across the state. Of those that responded to the email, there was only 2 that were in support of it, and we had over 30 that came back against. Others came in the middle of saying, look, if you want to actually tackle literacy in the state of Wisconsin, what you need to do is, one, make sure that we have enough teachers and make sure they are trained to be able to teach and meet students' needs. And right now, that is the larger problem here, that 1 in 5 teachers are leaving the profession within 3 years, so that students do not have that predictability. This also, unfortunately, has, I think, the fatal flaw of banning specific types of teaching. I think there was a thumb put on the scale in terms of which type of teaching to be able to put forward, and something that I, frankly, bristle at, coming from a group of politicians that don't necessarily have an expertise in the matter. There are academic standards boards that can come up with better ideas on how to be able to teach, but banning specific types of teaching, and frankly, in a way that works specifically for a subset of people who are otherwise marginalized, means that this bill should either go back to committee and start over, or at the very least be voted down today, and so we can start at the drawing board. So I intend to vote no, encourage my colleagues to vote no, and ask for a roll call. Thank you.
Roll call has been requested. So the question is concurrence in Assembly Bill 321.